Let's talk a little bit about abortion, birth control, and pregnancy. Okay. The president, Donald Trump, claims to be against abortion, and his White House is planning to take away birth control from millions of women, which will lead to more abortions. The White House Office of Management and Budget posted on its website that it is in the final stages of reviewing a rule that it plans to implement, which would undo the current federal mandate that requires most employers to provide free contraception on their employees' health plans. They cite religious freedom, of course, which is the sort of new frontier in the anti-LGBT battle, but clearly also in the battle against women. This was an Obama-era mandate that currently covers the birth control of 55 million women, and it saves women $1.5 billion a year. So if you're one of those 55 million women who couldn't afford birth control without this federal policy, sorry, you're out of luck. There's the avoiding pregnancy, which leads to abortion issue here. But women in adolescence also take birth control for a wide variety of health issues and symptoms and conditions other than just wanting to avoid pregnancy when they have sex. Many right-wingers seem to not have any idea about that. Clearly, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi does have some sense of what this implies. She called the proposed policy sickening, putting out a statement where she said, quote, "The draft rule announced today attempts to tear away women's control over their own private health decisions and put that control in the hands of employers and politicians." It's 2017. We're not talking about abortion. We're talking about birth control, which prevents pregnancy. It doesn't terminate it. How can this still be so controversial today?
Yeah, I mean, just a few years ago, you had Rush Limbaugh saying that Sandra Fluke was a slut because she was advocating for birth control in front of Congress.
The real hypocrisy, again, is this will cause more abortions. Republicans claim to be against abortions. The U.S. has recently had its lowest abortion rate since Roe v. Wade in 1973. And part of that is President Obama's birth control provision. Broadly speaking, right, you increase access to birth control and abortion rates go down, even though Americans are the most in favor of abortion being legal than they've ever been since Roe v. Wade. Think about that for a second. The abortion rate has gone down while Americans are more okay than ever with abortion being legal. I wonder why. Oh, right. Access to birth control and sex education. Total hypocrisy. It is impossible to simultaneously fight against birth control and abortion. By fighting one, you are actually increasing the odds of the other.
Yeah, it's not actually about trying to cut down on the number of abortions for them. It's about trying to legislate morality.
Absolutely. That's absolutely what it comes to. And I'm sort of reminded of AIDS in Africa is bad, but not as bad as condoms, which is the effective position of some Catholics on the issue of AIDS in Africa and contraception.
They honestly believe that sex for any reason other than for procreation is a sin.
Yes.
And should be punished, and the punishment is having a baby.
Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price has always been a vocal advocate against reproductive rights. And in 2012, he told the website Think Progress that there is not a single woman, not one woman in the United States who can't afford birth control, saying, quote, "Bring me one woman who has been left behind. Bring me one. There's not one. The fact of the matter is this is a trampling of religious freedom and religious liberty in this country." Rest assured, though, at least there's Planned Parenthood, right? That's where women can go for affordable contraceptives. Oh, wait, the way that that's affordable is because of federal funding. And guess which administration has been a proponent of defunding Planned Parenthood? I don't think you need two guesses to figure that out.